to it, Luke. You're going to make a start. Anyone?
Massive. Yeah, it's hard what to say. We're all gutted. It's not how we saw the outcome, to be honest. But not just tonight. This whole season, it's been nowhere near good enough. And I think all of us have to question ourselves: are we good enough to be here? Because, you know, for a team like Manchester, for the season we've had, this not acceptable. We know that. We all know that. I know that. It's not where Manchester should be.
A lot of questions are going to be answered about that. Do you believe that he's the right man for the season that
I can say 100% now he's the right man. You know, I know results have not been good at all. I've been here for a long time now, and I've been through different managers, but you know, this Ruben, for me, I talk on my behalf, and I'm sure I can talk on behalf of all the players. Ruben is 100% the right manager to take us, you know, back where this club should be. Of course, it's going to be a very difficult process, but you know, I think us as players, like I said, we've let a lot of people down, and you know, I think including Ruben. You know, like I said, I'll say it again, we've been nowhere near good enough the whole season. Yeah, it's tough.
Yes, one last question.
What do you think is about it? United to get back to where you want them to be, where the club wants them to be back in the top? And do you have any message for the fans who tell them?
It's hard to answer that question now. You know, I don't want to go too much into it. But I think a lot has to change. I think it's clear to see. And that's why I said Ruben is 100% the right person, because he knows exactly what needs to be done at this club. And I fully believe he'll do everything, you know, to make that change, and you know, to make Manchester, you know, back at the top. And yeah, of course, I think the fans, we're going to understand that, you know, right now they're, of course, going to be annoyed, not happy, and rightly so. But all I can say is thank you so much for the support. I think, you know, everywhere we go, you know, including you know, where we are in the table, the results we've had this year, they've always still been a, you know, and like I can only say, firstly, thank you so much for your support, and secondly, we're very sorry, you know, for what they've had to go through this season. Like I said, it's been nowhere near good enough, and I can only apologise for that. And you know, I think we have to look at the positives, and the only positive thing is that we can only go up from here. It's, you know, we're rock bottom now, and we have to find a way to drag ourselves back, and you know, get back to where this club deserves to be. And
Thank you.
That's it.
Say again, sorry.
Do you have a message for any United fans that are questioning Ruben Amorim and the league form on top of not being able to win the trophy tonight?
Yeah, I would say the last thing we need right now is to create instability, even in the connection with ourselves, with the fans. Obviously, the season was a disaster. We just have to look at ourselves. How can we improve? But the last thing we need right now is to create this separation between us and the fans. It's something that we need to prove them that we deserve to be here. We deserve more. They deserve more. So you just have to stick by us and still believe me. I think in the end they will stick by us.
Dalot.
The message now be to the fans ahead of next season, because we know European football, of course, next season. How do you pick the squad up? How do you pick the fans up?
Obviously, there's a lot of things that we need to change. Whether it's behaviors every day, standards need to be a lot higher. We just have to look ourselves, look to this time that we're going to be away to analyze everything. I'm sure that the club will also analyze everything and make the changes that we need to change. But as players, we need to look to ourselves and see what we can do better every single day. The expectations are always high, but this season is far away from what this club deserves, and we take that responsibility because ultimately it's us on the pitch, and if we want to change things, it's also on us.
Diego, you mentioned that word change there. How much change needs to happen as well? And how big is the job for Amber moving forward?
It's a massive job, but every time you get into this club, whether it's by playing, whether it's by being a manager, you know what is coming for you, and sometimes the expectations are not the same as when you arrive. Gets even higher, the pressure gets even higher. It's a big challenge, but right now we need personality. We need players to step up. We need to look ourselves and see that we need to do much more and much better every day to put this club where it belongs.
Diogo, how does it feel reflecting on that performance when the team, it feels like, pushed so hard to get here and fought through many obstacles, building on an example, and that performance tonight, how does it feel, especially coming off the bench and being able to see before you come on? What is the feeling there for the players about that result?
Listen, in the end, it's a final. You always want to win. You always try to do everything to win. We tried really hard to be a full squad today, to give every energy to the players that were going on the pitch, that started the game. And us, when we came on, we just tried to change the game. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes football doesn't allow you to do that. But it's hard to find. After a result like this, to find something for you to be positive about when you are in a really tough season and nowhere near where we should be. But that has to give you more energy for the next season to change things, to fight for things, and to put the club where it belongs.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
With Dalot.
No, we haven't spoke. Obviously, the feeling is very, very disappointing. We had a very good competition until here, but obviously that is in the past, and unfortunately we don't want. We're not the winners, and we're not going to be remembered for that. So I think it's very disappointing. It's a very difficult day for us. It was a competition where we had big ambitions, but unfortunately it wasn't our day.
Bruno, how much of a setback is that result? Given the season that you've had, how much of a setback is that result?
No, it doesn't change anything. Our season was bad, and it won't change by the fact that we lost today. Obviously, winning today will give a little bit of something bright, of something positive to the season, but won't change that our season was very negative. Custa sempre perder, independente da maneira que perdemos. É sempre difícil, é sempre um momento muito negativo. Tivemos a possibilidade de levantar aqui um troféu, de tirar algo de positivo da nossa época, mas infelizmente não conseguimos e isso dói muito. No, obviamente estamos muy tristes por el resultado. Estábamos muy ilusionados para lo que era esta competición, esta final, para lo que podíamos sacar de esta temporada saliendo con un trofeo, pero obviamente muy tristes con el momento, por todo lo que ha pasado en la temporada, pero también por lo que ha pasado hoy.
Last question for Beth.
What do you think the club and the players need to do going into next season to change things so a season like this doesn't happen again and United back where we should be in the top?
First of all, we need to look at what we did this season, everything that went wrong. In every point, in every department, in every moment of the season, everyone has to look at themselves. I need to be the first one to look at myself and understand what I can do more to help the club to become the club we were in the past. I want, as everyone in that dressing room wants, to bring the club back where they deserve. And obviously, it's a very disappointing day because we couldn't get a trophy for this club, to try to make something positive from a disappointing season. But obviously we need to look at ourselves, understand whatever each one of us can do to help the team to become better.
Thank you. Sorry, guys.